see there's transparency in governance and they trust the process, and they know that there's a way in which the money will come back at the end of that process, and the money won't leak, and the money will go for the projects you want it to go for, then you will find funding. And so I'm not too worried about finding funding. I've been raising funds commercially and corporately in the last nearly 30 years. On project finances and transactions. So I'm not too worried about finding appropriate, well-priced, cheap funding to attract infrastructure development into Edo State. All kinds of type, blended funding, green funding, creative funding. There's a lot of money out there. There's at least $17 trillion of capital out there that's earning zero interest that we can attract if they trust the governance process, if there's transparency in the governance process, you know. So I don't worry too much about that. What we need to do is to be focused, put together a right team, be hardworking, identify the problems of the people, meet the people at their points of distress. There's so much that must be done. Inflation is high. You know, we continue having this high rate of devaluation, cost of living. I was in the market the other day and people were really distressed. There's a lot of suffering in the land. So what we need to do is get the right team together, focus, work, and I don't think we will not be able to deal with many of the problems. The only problem is that we have to prioritize, because again, you will take time for that to build trust. And as you build trust, you get more funding. So you prioritize during the period whilst you're trying to build trust. But I know that by God's grace, we'll be able to achieve this and we'll be able to attract the right kind of funding. It's the same thing in the private sector. You know, when they trust a corporate, they think the corporate management is good, then that corporate attracts more funding than corporates that are not well trusted. Same principle. And that's the principle we'll bring to governance in Edo